Oh, wow. Welcome everyone to Cocoism, the podcast. In a world that's too many things, Coco, you're too many things.
No, that would be you always.
You know what? Well, this is our chance to be too many things together.
Period.
How are you, Coco?
I am doing really, really, really good. Not only because we kind of get a little free time,
Free
but
time.
I'm,
Explain yourself.
Our kid has went on his summer journey with his grandma, and now we get to have a little summer journey, the two of us, and we're starting it off like this. I feel like it's been like such a magically dense last couple of weeks and so much to catch up on. And yeah,
It's crazy. I think just summer in general has been hella dense, dramatic AF. And if it's not one thing, it's another.
No, if it's not one thing, it's like 10 other things.
Right. If it's not you, that's true. I mean, this world is letting us have it. I'm here for it.
Every piece.
Whatever the ups and downs, the surprises may be, let's get it, But
praise be.
Yeah.
And I love your look right now. I love how you decided to like put on the pink glasses. He has the rainbow hair. If you haven't seen the episode from last week,
right.
From blonde to peacock, of an emphasis on cock.
I mean, I had to arrive in San Francisco, with the pop, with the vibe, and for Pride. So it's like I can be any hair color, and so can you. So it's like don't.
But the thing is, they can't all be any hair color, because they need you to do their hair color, because the way that you do hair color is like no other.
These are the facts.
The truth is the tea.
The truth is, hey, it's Boots from Cocoism, the podcast. New episodes every Wednesday. The tea, and I'm so lucky to get to work with people who really love my creativity and who I get to bond with and, create look after look, for so many years. And that's true. I mean, I'm like today I did my sister's hair, and it's like she needed like a makeover. She's a mom. Her kids are, basically almost done with high school, and she's really beautiful. She's hella youthful, and it was just time to give her like a super makeover, and she looks so good.
So good.
My sister Monica. So like that was the highlight of my day today, besides Matthew taking off to the desert for a week. So it's like giving me freedom.
Yes.
Freedom.
And you really did such a beautiful job on your sister's. And I love how, you, with certain clients, you've been helping them transition their looks in a way that's like, they're so surprised after. Like they're like so happy, like where there's almost like a little like it's like they didn't know that was possible. And I think it's really kind of magical. And I love when every time I cut your sister's hair, she makes this comment, and I love it. Because I'm like, when I cut hair, I'm super thorough. Like I don't leave any hair left behind.
Right.
In the sense of like every single piece of your hair, I'm going to make sure that it is all in fluidity. It's all just like joining and flowing together, because I want you to be able to air dry your hair in life.
That's how you do it.
To like be able to air dry it and be like, I'm that girl, and I want you to be able to bomb it out and be like, yes, I'm that bitch.
However you style it, right?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's
natural to not be all the above. Oh, about your hair color? No, it was just like more of the emotion that she. Oh, I just told you what she said. She said that she. Oh, I didn't know. You didn't say. Whoopsie, guys. See, this is what happens in our house.
I gotta
think I said something, and he's like, "What?" So she said, "She's like, wow, like you're cutting every hair," and I was like, "Yes, girl, I am. I'm not letting you go out of here, because I know I'm not going to see you for a minute. So I need you to go out there and live your life.
No strands left behind,
Nah, not a strand left, baby.
Nope. She got a treat, and I think she just was so happy. So
and you
did a beautiful job, by the way.
That she that you listened to everything that she hated about her hair. Like you listened to it and you fixed it and you made it like where she was like, "Whoa, like I didn't know this was possible." Like kudos to you, Boots.
Thank
I'm
you.
not tooting your horn. I'm
I
like,
know you're not, but I was super excited to do her hair today because it's like I love my sister so much, and we've both been through a lot of things together, and from when we were younger to like now, and all that in between, and her and I used to be just super super close. Like after high school, just like getting into our adulthood, um, and sometimes we drift apart, and sometimes there could be like little ups and downs, but I just get really happy when I have this like kind of this alone time and you know in the chair while where I like to make all my magic happen and create something beautiful and just really connect with her, chit chat and like get on this vibe. And she's taking our son, for the week, and our son loves to be with his grandma, and it's just she loves him so much, just as much as we do. So it's like she's so supportive, and I like to see her glow. I like to see her smiling and laughing, and just and that's what it felt like today. So cheers to that.
I love that. She's a super mom for sure.
She is a super mom.
She really is. She does it all, and she does it all with grace. Which
Great.
I feel like she has a lot more grace than I do sometimes because I'm like I cannot submit that.
Right.
I was like, I love the amount of you
Great.
me nuts today, but she's like, tell me how I love you. Like, she's so supportive. But
Oh,
when I grow up, I'm gonna be just like that. But
yeah,
I'm
totally.
just doing my best right now.
Well, she's off, they're off, and
Yeah, off to see the Wizards,
yeah,
baby.
and so that was a great.
Let's do a check-in.
Oh, I love a check-in.
How was Pride? Before you answer that though, let's just make this clear. Just because Pride Month is over, I really just want to make another reason why we make this podcast is because we are proud of every part of like who we are. And I think that it's we have to celebrate pride all the time. So I really want to make that important. I want to make that a very big part of our story because it is our story. And I think especially right now is the time to really talk about it more and more
100%.
because there's some people trying to take things away and it's not okay. It's not
It's
okay.
constant. It's true, and it's a time of struggle, right? And it's a time of strength. So,
Yes.
my visit to San Francisco was epic as usual.
Period.
It was a test. Many tests were had were given, and
The testament.
I didn't know if I even really passed them all, but I think I went into Pride just to back up a minute. I don't know. I feel like I've been in this place of uh, basically like I'm 8 months sober, and it's super cool because it's like there's so many new things that I get to experience, and so like just in the past couple weeks I feel like I've been in this space of like honestly like everything is good, like everything could be is like great, like like my relationships are good, like work is hella busy. I'm really into like my sobriety program, and I have like a bunch of like new friends that like show up for me and like check in on me and support me, and I was talking about that the other day, and really it's kind of like I started to realize like me starting over being sober and living a sober life is not just about not drinking and not doing drugs. It's like that's a huge part of it, but another big part of it is like everything is brand new to me, and it's like just actually meeting new people, or like walking into a room full of strangers, or connecting with them after, and also like getting a new phone number and like making like plans for coffee, or like actually really like making new friends in a way that it's not about going out. It's not about partying. It's really like not about, I'm not stoned. Like I'm just completely sober. And like that has its own level of like, I don't know, not insecurities, but just of like, um, I don't know if it's like nervousness or just like not knowing what that's like because it's like you're putting yourself out there in a whole new environment and it's really different. So like I'm doing a lot of things where I can see myself a little bit uncomfortable getting to know people, but I'm like, wow, this is so good for me and it's so different and it's like I'm not running home to like, have a drink, I'm not running off to happy hour, or I'm not entering these new spaces, altered in an altered state. It's genuine, it's authentic, and it's like even that part of it is kind of a trip. So, that along with me working with my astrologer, which I saw recently, and also with my sponsor and my new friends, like all of this is kind of like this whole swarm of goodness that I have and that I get to like take with me daily and that I get to like I don't know really see like the fruits of that. And I feel like I've been in this place in the past couple of weeks of like nothing's really wrong, like everything is super chill, like everything is going as planned, like everything just seems hella good. And that almost seemed a little uncomfortable. And, lo and behold, I did end up going to San Francisco and I had a terrible time. I had a crazy time. I had a wonderful time. And I just like it was all mixed in. And I remember texting Coco like on the way to the airport and I was like, I'm nervous, like going on this trip. I was gonna work and also see friends for Pride and just reconnect with some old friends. And I was a bit nervous for some reason because usually we go together and anyway, and I also on the way to the airport, I got a really dramatic call from my sister, and there's always some sort of new dynamic popping up in my side of the family, and it was just
It's pretty fascinating though, because like Boots has a lot of words, but nervous is not a word I ever hear him say. So I remember when I got that text, I was like, that's weird. And I was like deep in like a 10-hour extension install. So I was just like,
like
wow.
some hair,
I
honey.
was like, wow, I wonder what's going on.
Yeah,
You know?
that's the thing, and I feel like I'm in this space of like I have all these like maybe new emotions or just like
Mhm.
raw emotion. We're like, hey, I am kind of nervous going on this trip, or hey, I am a little like maybe a little awkward or a little, I don't know, like everything is just like dang, like. And so talking to my sister and getting through some dramatics, in the family, and a lot of things are talked about because we are so protective of our son Matthew, and it's like and so when he's going into like family getaways, there's some things that like have to be talked about, some scenarios that have to be dealt with, and she was sharing me some things that were stressing her out on this visit that he was going to, and so I just kind of went onto the plane just thinking about that and just wanting to stay positive. And I also texted a friend of mine about my trip because it was my first sober Pride. That's Cha Cha and Pumpkin going at it, and so my friend, and I love this text, but he said you got this, Mary. Time to represent yourself to your friends. Literally, those are the gifts. A time to show up differently.
Mm.
And like
Oh,
I read that and I was like, fuck yeah, like totally, right? I mean,
yeah. So
it's
special.
true and it's so special, and just these words, I was like, oh man, like
Can you read it one more time?
yes. You got this, Mary. Time to represent yourself to your friends. Literally, those are the gifts. A time to show up differently.
That is, I mean, Carlos is also a linguist as well. So God bless. Gosh bless, Carlos.
Lyricist.
Carlita.
Well,
But you guys are saying, you know, Carlos and Boots when they're together, like, and I'm not there, they serve a look.
well, yeah.
Look,
But
I was like,
so
eat the house down, Boots.
and
Fitting
and
cunts,
that's what I
baby. See you in
exactly. And I
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I mean, I thought of that my entire weekend. But anyways, I got to work and I literally had like the craziest Friday at work, and nothing I had planned went accordingly. It was a fucking disaster. And I really, if I had to title it, it was like a nightmare on Elm Street, the salon edition.
Seriously.
It was just, I don't know.
Not,
It was it was a big mess.
I was getting like live updates, and I was like, oh my God.
It was a mess.
Okay?
And, you know, me and my assistant worked as hard as we could and tried to make everyone smile. But it was like little disasters, like back after, after each other. But, I, like what I was saying is like with all this, like things going good and me feeling a little bit weird, I feel like my higher power is like testing me, it's like everything may be so good. You may be so balanced. Like you may be so, you know, getting so many gifts from what you're doing with your sobriety, but that's not it. Like there's going to be tests, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be things that you can't control, and it was a test from my higher power to really like, how am I going to get through this? And you got to get through this. So Friday was that,
That's some
and
deep
like
stuff right there.
and it revealed itself, and I had to power through, and I had to make it to Saturday, and and I did, and I did.
You did.
And yeah, I leave Coco like dramatic. I left him probably so many dramatic messages, but um, I'm just, grateful for, like I said, that I'm able to be in this space of so much good and like so much good things that are in my life. And, I also have to, I don't know, like have gratitude for just also the way I can get through a sticky situation, or like know that like nothing is perfect, nothing is like guaranteed, and no matter what, like my sobriety is the most valuable, precious thing to me, and nothing's gonna sway me from that. And if I have a bad day or just something's going on with my family, it's like it's gonna be okay, and I appreciate that too, and so I had to get through Friday, and I made it to Saturday. And, I had coffee with a good friend who gave me such an inspiring, just inspiring advice. And I got to talk to Coco before I started work. And, um, the morning started off a little heavy. and, and, and I was like, hell no, like, I'm just like not trying to do this right this second. But again, like I can be tested. Like you can test me, bring it on. But Saturday was a bit dramatic, but in the end, it was so cool, and my clients were so happy. And I just heard from clients who I wasn't even seeing, who sent me really sweet messages, and I was connecting with people that were in town that I was maybe going to see. But I got to celebrate. Well, first of all, I had a great dinner with friends on Saturday night. And I guess what I was also trying to say is like, I had so many like different plans in my head of like, I'm going to go to this bar, I'm going to pop into that bar, I'm going to maybe be out late, checking out the Pride vibe. And in reality, like my imagination is just that. It's an imagination. And, I didn't do half the things I thought I was going to do. Saturday night went out to dinner with my good friends, had some pizza, went to bed early, and then Sunday was Pride. So I got to just really have the best day ever.
Yeah.
Like I said, showed up differently with my friends,
Take it safe.
shared my sobriety story with them. They were all very surprised. And even on Pride Sunday, I didn't really do that much. I kept it simple, kept it cute, had so many good times and laughs. And
I don't even think it was simple. I think it was exactly what it was supposed to be. And I think, in a lot of ways in your life, you're being tested and things are different, right? So
yeah,
it's you like, and you're approaching them differently. So then they're going to naturally be different. And it's not simple. It's exactly, I mean, what you did was like so like a perfect day, you know?
it really was. It was a perfect day. And I don't know. I just I could cry. It was perfect. It was perfect. My outfit was cute. Obviously, Carlos leaves no crumbs behind.
Yeah, you two were like, they were like, honey, they were like, I'll eat all the crackers, baby.
We had so
And
much
vacuum up the
fun.
crumbs.
My friend Zane popped up, Uwe, and it was very cute. It was a whole kiki, and we just all were on the same vibe. We ended the day with a drag show, and they did like Coco's
Lady
favorite
Gaga.
song.
It is time. It is time for you to stop right now. Like, review, star, whatever you call it. I want you to do all the things. Like, subscribe, show us some love. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening. And
Disease by Lady Gaga.
God,
And I don't know. I'm so grateful.
at the cinch, which
Yeah.
if you're in San Francisco and you know San
So
Francisco,
good.
the cinch is so cute.
But enough about me. I mean, you
Oh my
guys, I'm
God.
so happy. 8 months sober.
Did you say enough about you?
Yeah, enough about me.
Oh my God, I don't think that you really mean that.
I love and yes, my rainbow hair was gagging the girls.
Gagging the boots down.
Yeah, it was fierce. It
Period.
was sweetie. It was fierce. And
Yeah.
here I am. I'm back in LA, and
You just got back yesterday.
I just got back
I
yesterday.
feel like since you got home, it has been wild. Like yesterday, I went to 2 airports, and that was a lot. And I told Matthew before we left, he was like, "Oh, I don't want to go." I'm like, "No, you're going." So I picked you up at Burbank, and then your mom was flying in from Italy, which that was, I mean, your story with Pride, her story with Italy. I was just so proud of her.
Buongiorno.
And she was feeling herself. She was like almost if like she's like, I just even in the morning she was like, what did she say? Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
I was like, I'm like, blessed be.
Piano.
But I was so proud of her. She just is, you guys came home in such great spirits, and that's the whole point of all of this, to really, you got tested, right? You had things happening, but it's all lessons, right?
It's quite lovely. Yeah.
It's gonna make everything, next time even better.
Totally. And that's what life's about, right? It's like not everything I do is going to be super fucking amazing.
Yeah, and not everything's gonna be smooth.
No, not at all. And I realize that.
Yeah.
and I survived without you. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, and you will. Like,
and I will.
Yeah.
And,
but isn't it crazy though? Like it's like we notice the things that like when we're not together, like what the other one does, and you're like, oh gosh, like they're not doing that.
I know. I was like, I need Coco so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Need a helicopter you in.
Because I'm a crazy person. Like I think like a crazy person because I'm crazy.
I know.
I'm a literal.
I mean, that's you're the good crazy. It's like
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's good. It's
yeah, I mean,
like Anna, she helps us at the salon. I'm always like, she's like, ay, Coco loquita. And I was like, damn. I'm like, yes. I'm Anna. Anna.
She's the
Oh my
best.
god. I mean, we just have like crazy, just a crazy wild life. And I think that it's so amazing that we get to have this platform to share it and this, this space to like talk about it,
I mean, Cocoism, the podcast. I mean,
period.
it's
And
Cocoism, right? It's
yeah,
like
I mean, she was
it's
birthed, baby. She was birthed.
truly, and it's experiences that
Yeah,
are just gagging me like constantly.
yeah.
Here we are,
Let's talk about. I mean, I don't think we talked about it yet. The best friend part. We never got to it.
the best friend.
Yeah, I remember you brought that up. You're like, oh,
Oh
you're gonna
yeah.
be at the end of this. You're gonna be best friends with
I did. Well,
Super
just
Poop.
quickly, did anyone hear Coco's singing on the last episode of Cocoism?
You saw I put it right at the end.
Go all the way to the end, and you have to listen, and it's so cute.
Like how you call it cute because it
He's
really.
really like a secret, like songstress, you know.
Yeah.
I love your vocals, and you should sing more. I think you should really take like a singing class with a singing teacher because it's
You know.
like
You know what's
it would
wild?
be so dope.
My dream last night was a crazy dream because it's either I'm like not dreaming at all or have completely psychotic dreams. And last night I had a dream and our manager, Michelle, was in it and she helped us with the show and she's a great friend and she was in the dream and she had heard the song and she was like, Coco, we need to get you signed. And I was like, in my head, I was like, Coco, you're crazy. The fact that you have created this dream in your head that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because that, when you have dreams, it's because it's in your head.
Totally.
It's in your head.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
you're really like it's in your like subconscious. And
I love
it's
dreams.
literally just like sitting there, like waiting to be activated. Wow.
Seriously. And then, like, I feel like when I wake up, I try to, like, say them to you as soon as I wake up because I don't want to forget them. Because it's like, I remember my spiritual guide, Shireen, she many years ago she told me that I forgot what I was gonna say right now. Wow.
Right.
Oh my god.
It'll
Oh no.
it'll come back to you.
She told me, she's like, your dreams are so important. Like, not enough of us spend time thinking about our dreams. Because even if they're crazy, even if they're, super just like a normal day, there's something to really learn from that. And if you can like remember them enough to write them down or tell someone, it's like I think there's power there because it's in our subconscious, like you said. And there's stuff there. Not that I'm not gonna be singing, but there could be other things.
Right.
She's a rock she is a
Ooh,
how do you say that word?
glitch.
Broadcast
You're glitching.
queen. I love to speak. I love to talk to my clients. I love to talk to you.
You're very well spoken.
Am I?
Yes, that
Because
clarity.
sometimes I think I'm like, you say like literally and I'm way too damn much and you need to reel it in, sis.
I'm
me talking
also
to
guilty
myself.
of that as well. Like
I saw this video today and they're like,
I'm from Joshua Tree. Like that's how we talk.
is that how you talk?
Yeah, like totally.
That's like hella cute.
And I'm Mexican.
I remember when I moved to LA and someone was like, "Oh, you're from San Francisco or from the Bay," which I don't know, like I don't consider myself like, "Oh, I'm from San Francisco. I'm not from the Bay." Like it's just like not my vibe.
Right.
People say the Bay and I'm like they're like, well, how do you know that? And they were like, oh, because you say hella all the time. And I don't say it as much as I used to, I feel like, but I love hella. Hella this, hella that. It's a cute word.
Hella.
Hella.
Well, so like back to the best friend thing. Like best friends.
We sidetrack hard.
The Cocoism game is basically it's like things that you and I like, and it's like for the listener, it's like, are they more, you, or are they more me? And then like whoever they land on, in like the options, and it's like they're probably my best friend. Or and like for example,
bestie.
Like for example, it could be like, are you like a chili cheese dog or like a chicken Caesar salad?
Oh God, I'm definitely a Caesar salad.
So yeah, I'm a chili cheese dog.
That's so interesting. That's so specific.
And then maybe like, are you like no panties or are you a jockstrap?
Oh, you can answer it.
I'm a jockstrap.
Yeah, I haven't worn underwear. I haven't worn underwear since I was eight or 10. I can't remember.
Oh,
But it is so crazy because I can't even fathom the idea of putting underwear on. I can't. Even like the jock straps.
Right.
I put them on and I'm like, I cannot wait to take them off. And thankfully, I'm putting them on to take them off. So it works out.
Right.
But now you're putting them on to wear them all day.
I love them.
I love them too. I love the ones that you wear too. They're the big strap. So when your shirt comes up a little, be like, and then there's a little
reveal, little eye candy.
Oh, is a little candy.
So do you get the game? Like, do you have one?
I wish I did. You're just so quick with that.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you guys get the game. So then you can
Well, it's like Coca-Cola or, oh my God, I'm so boring. I can't even think of one for myself.
Oh, come on.
So if you like Coca-Cola, what do I like? If someone were to ask you, what is Coca's favorite drink? What would you say? I don't even know what it is.
I feel like apple juice.
Oh my gosh, yes. Freshly juiced. Well, I think I'm a queen for any pressed juice. Pressed, cold pressed, any pressed, all the pressed. I love the juices. And more recently, over the last 6 months, I have fell in love with Spindrift. Just so weird. But I'm very specific with Spindrift. I want
drink
grape
them all. You need to put them on ice. Yes. The pineapple is the best. Pineapple is one of my faves. The grape is one of
They're the hardest to find.
And I do like the iced tea one too. It's pretty good.
Matthew likes that as well.
But you would have to put them on ice because they have the juice concentrate and they taste better. They start to not taste great once they get room temperature.
You're right.
But you guys get the game, right? So it's like, leave it in the comments. Like, are you my best friend or are you Coco's?
Bootsy's bestie.
Bootsy's bestie.
Bootsy's bestie. Bootsyism. Blessed be.
Yeah.
What else, Boots? What else is the tea?
Wow.
T minus 10 minutes, baby.
T minus. Well, I mean, we're approaching, the wonderful 4th of July.
Oh my God, 4th of July. Did you read all those things on Instagram that LA has canceled 4th of July?
I have not read.
No, it's the weirdest thing because it's like it says that like they've canceled the shows due to ice, which I probably should have came in with more information to tell you. But if you live here in LA, I'm sure, or if you don't, you'll probably hear that LA has canceled 4th of July because of ice. And honestly, do you really think that them canceling anything is going to stop anything? I have never seen as many fireworks as I do see in LA during the 4th of July.
LA
it is
goes
on fire.
Yeah. I mean,
it's on fire.
The world is chaotic and it's just like, it's
a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm just excited to go swimming. I'm going to work on my tan.
Blessed be.
I have rainbow hair.
Yes.
I'm supporting my brothers and sisters under the rainbow.
Praise be.
And, just, you got to keep doing it. And
oh my God, and I cannot wait to see Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park is coming.
Oh my God.
We saw 28 years later.
Oh my God, have we talked about that? Dear gosh.
And yeah, I mean,
rewind.
Summer's cute.
28 years later. Would you suggest people to watch it? and why or not?
I would totally suggest people to watch it, especially if you've seen the other two versions, 28 weeks later, 28 days later. And I was surprised at the movie. I think sometimes with zombie movies, there's a part of me that just wants zombies like in it the entire time. And I guess that's not realistic, but there's an actual story, there's emotion, there was a really touching story, to be honest, involving, death from cancer, and there was a zombie baby born. Sorry if I'm giving the movie away, but it was like emotional, like, and the zombies itself were just almost kind of like a small part of the movie. So, but it's hella cool. Like, zombies are sickening these days, as Miley would say.
Yeah.
And
is that what she said?
Well, everything is sickening.
Sickening. The hair is sickening, boots. The glasses
The audio
are
sickening.
The
vibe.
The rosebud.
Oh wow.
What's it called?
Rosebud.
The rosebud tooth gem on your tooth.
Oh,
sickening.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
But I would see it because it's full of surprises. The end scene is probably one of my favorites, and it's gooey and gory in all the right places, and for sure.
The theatrics of it all.
She's giving
the queendom. The queendom was there, baby.
Yes.
Yeah. So director, bravo, he killed it. And it's funny to hear people. It's like you said, like, well, I think a lot of people expect zombie shows and movies to be a certain thing. But it's been done so much in recent years.
There's so much zombie footage
that they needed to shift it a bit.
It was okay. Be ready if you're gonna go see it. If you haven't seen it, it is over the top. There's like a hot zombie. I mean,
yeah, and we're seeing all the zombie parts. And there's this one that I don't know if they call
there's a hot Big Daddy zombie.
Yeah, and it's like
alpha zombie. My God.
Yeah, the alpha one. And then what happens is he's running around, and whoever is doing the filming, they're focusing on one thing, and it's not his face. Hollywood. Right. It's like zombie versions. So it's a little
zombie porn going on.
It's definitely giving.
Okay, I was like, okay, those snaps. I mean, like, I did not. There's some you just don't expect it. So go see it.
And the previews do not.
They don't show him
for that.
Yeah, they don't show. They don't show.
Get you ready for really anything.
Parts.
Which I love when movies, like, when you watch a preview and then you go see the movie and you're like, okay, I literally just saw the whole movie. I already saw it because I watched the previews. This one, they kept the best little bits and morsels for us at the theater, baby.
Yes, Hot Zombie was a surprise.
Yeah,
and I don't hate it.
Yeah. You're right. Don't hate it. I don't disagree with that idea.
But yes, I mean,
yeah, it's too many things.
Too many things, sweetie. You're too many.
What?
Too many.
What?
Too many.
What?
Too many things.
What?
Sweetie.
Too many things.
You're too many things. What?
So let's be
too many things.
Together.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
We're too many things.
Oh gosh, I love that.